They were just hanging out in your child's room with the door closed, in the bed, half dressed.
This chick that's being shopped around, a Diddy and another male, they say the other male is an A-list celebrity.
And there's a few I can come up with. Will Smith.
For years, certain names have moved through Hollywood without facing any real or sustained scrutiny. Now, as pressure continues to close in around Diddy, the focus is no longer stopping with him alone. The public conversation has begun to widen, and Jada Pinkett Smith's name keeps resurfacing in ways that are pushing people to re-examine moments that were once ignored or quietly brushed aside. According to ongoing discussion, this level of scrutiny did not emerge suddenly. It has been building gradually, driven by prolonged pressure, unresolved public claims, and long-standing industry connections that many people previously overlooked until growing legal attention brought renewed focus to specific figures. As attention surrounding Diddy intensified, conversations online and across media platforms grew louder, especially after Gene Deal began offering commentary that prompted many to reassess past events and interactions. There has been widespread public speculation suggesting that Jada's past associations, alongside her husband Will Smith, are now being revisited within the broader discussion connected to Diddy. These conversations have referenced alleged mistreatment claims and have raised questions involving Jaden Smith as well as Jennifer Lopez. One frequently discussed account relates to the period when Diddy was in a relationship with Jennifer Lopez, during which he reportedly believed that Will and Jada were behaving inappropriately toward her.
At a birthday party that I think either Matt Damon was giving for Ben Affleck, it was just a little gathering. It was at the Four Seasons. Will Smith and his sister and her husband, we were all sitting on this side of the room. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Puff, Will Smith, and Jada, and it was sitting on the other side of the room. So I know Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his own some kind of way, and then he went like this, and I went over towards him. I know to go over there towards him. So I go over towards him, and he said to me, he said, "Yo, I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close, because I'ma snuff them." I said to myself, Will Smith gonna beat the shit out you. Now, Puff could scrap now, but I don't think he could beat Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? Well, he could scrap. You know what I'm saying? So then he said that shit. So I didn't go back over there where Will Smith's sister and her husband was. I stayed about, if he snuffed Will, I could move slow enough that Will could probably get 2 or 3 punches back in. Yeah, but that shit was funny. He thought that Jada and Will was coming on too strong to Jennifer, making advances.
According to these accounts, the situation reportedly grew tense enough that Diddy allegedly believed conflict might break out. This storyline only intensified long-standing conversations surrounding Will and Jada's unconventional relationship. Over time, Jada herself has publicly acknowledged that their marriage did not operate within traditional boundaries.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart. Yeah.
In her book, she disclosed that she and Will had privately separated back in 2016, long before the public became aware that there were serious problems in their marriage. Will later explained during interviews that neither of them believed it was their duty to make the other person happy. Each individual, he said, was responsible for their own fulfillment first, and only then would they come together from that place. He emphasized that divorce was never their goal. Instead, they made a decision to stay together and work through their challenges no matter how uncomfortable or difficult that process became. In interviews tied to his memoir and a GQ cover story, Will acknowledged that both he and Jada explored other relationships at various points throughout their marriage. Because of this level of openness, some commentators have speculated that the couple engaged in an extreme and unconventional lifestyle. These discussions, framed as opinion and commentary, have pointed to alleged participation in private gatherings and behaviors that reportedly had negative emotional effects on others. These claims continue to circulate in public discourse and will be addressed later in the video. What was already known publicly, however, was Jada's relationship with singer August Alsina, which she openly discussed on Red Table Talk in 2020.
It's a situation that I considered private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business. But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided.
I was done with your ass.
Kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely.
Red Table Talk became widely known for its open and unfiltered conversations. In later episodes, another controversial topic emerged involving Jaden Smith. Jada shared that during a period when she was struggling with depression herself, she introduced Jaden to alternative approaches to mental wellness. Jaden explained that his own curiosity pushed him to research plant-based therapies that some people believe can support emotional healing. These discussions later ignited public debate surrounding parental influence, responsibility, and where boundaries should be drawn.
Introduced to plant medicine 10 years ago to deal with my depression, and it knocked it out.
Something Jada says she can speak to from personal experience.
What it does, unlike just going to therapy and putting people on Prozac, right? Which I did that too.
Which that is not successful for so many people.
And that's the thing. So for me, I had struggled with depression for so long. Crippling depression. So the thing about the plant medicine is that not only does it help you feel better, but it helps you solve the problems of how you got there in the first place.
It was always in my head talking, telling me what I was and what I wasn't. And for the first time, I had like a ego dissolution where I was like, that was the moment that really changed me. You get to a place in your life where you're blocked by something, whether it's a trauma, whether it's your emotions, your ego, not being able to express yourself. And then I feel like psychedelics are a way to tear down that wall and see what's beyond it. Doing it guided with people that are professionals, I feel like really increases the chances of having that mystical experience.
Subsequently, reports began circulating suggesting that Jaden Smith moved out of his parents' home and pursued legal independence at a relatively young age. This development prompted many observers to question why a son would make the decision to legally separate himself from his parents.
What are you saving for?
I'm gonna buy my parents' house.
You're gonna buy your parents' house from them?
From them, yes.
Okay. Will they then stay there with you?
No, I'm gonna give them a little apartment.
Will that be like in the backyard, or where will the...
Several public commentators, including Jaguar Wright, have alleged that Jaden's decision may have been influenced by troubling experiences within his environment. Some have claimed that moments aired on national television raised concerns and contributed to these interpretations.
There's a distance in terms of affection showing between the general and his son. Absolutely. Is it like that at home or no?
Nah,
Nah,
not really.
we're
Not
very
really.
affectionate.
Have you ever,
We're very affectionate.
He tried to kiss me in the
have you ever kissed your son on Thai television before?
You're not looking kiss
Can
my
you kiss
son.
your Thai on Thai
I
television?
can kiss my son.
That's
Jaden, come on.
Are you okay?
God.
The discussion does not stop with the Smiths' children. A former close friend of Will Smith has publicly made serious claims about the household environment, alleging that inappropriate situations took place and that certain individuals were negatively affected while they were present in the home.
Somebody stole 2 hard drives from Jada's house. So now we get into why she's even more mad. Jada would watch at the houses. She had her laptop. She would stick her hard drive in, right? Boom, and hook it up to the TV. And she could play whatever video she watching. So I'm seeing videos of her and Will and a bunch of some celebrities, everything. Because remember, the last interview I told you, if you don't sue me, I'm gonna let people know who you've been hitting with them dildos. And I said, if you don't sue, I'm gonna sue. So I told you, being Muslim, whatever I say I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do, period. And I gotta have evidence. So she's sitting down here watching, playing with herself, high as a kite, right? Not caring who's in the house, whether kids watching, nothing. She's in her own world. So that's how I was able to see the tapes. I saw them, and I saw some things that were unreal, and I saw celebrities.
The situation escalated when Bilal publicly confronted Jada. He said that he warned her to take legal action against him if she intended to dispute his claims. Otherwise, he would make what he knew public. When no lawsuit was filed, Bilal stated that he moved forward with legal action himself. Not long after that, he left the United States.
That you aired that last interview of me tearing Jada to pieces.
That was insane.
Yes.
I felt uncomfortable because I was like, I don't know what this beef is.
Yeah. Well,
You called her a dope fiend.
Yeah, I called her bald-headed dope fiend without question. I told her she better sue me because
she said to TMZ when they asked her when she left the Breakfast Club.
Yes.
She looked. They was like, "Well, what do you got to say?" And she was like, "We're suing. We're suing." And I was just like, "Okay."
Right.
That's been about 2 years.
Yeah,
and we haven't gotten a lawsuit yet.
No.
Yeah, the only person we got sued by during that year was Kevin Hart.
And I was involved with that, which was crazy.
And that lawsuit is nowhere to be found.
Right, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely,
right, so,
absolutely, with no merit. So what's crazy is that Jada did the Breakfast Club. Just for people who don't know or want to go back and see, because it's been 2 years since I've been seen or heard of or anything.
Yeah.
Jada responded to your first global, the first global interview that I did with you.
That was a global interview.
Yes, it went all over the world.
It was in Arabic, I saw it.
Yeah, it's India, everywhere. So I talked for 2 hours.
Okay.
And I said some pretty, what some people may think to be outrageous things, but I knew them to be true and had the evidence to be, to show that it was true. So from that, that's when Jada responded out of anger, not out of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because for her to be a global iconic superstar, you rushed to the Breakfast Club to say, number one, that I extorted you, there was a money shakedown. You said you didn't have all the facts. So that puts you in legal jeopardy right now. You said all the facts will come out. None of the facts came out, right? So now you, Will, and yourself are in legal jeopardy. Her lawyer sends me a cease and desist letter, which I had to report him to.
He later suggested that concerns involving Jaden Smith played a significant role in Jaden's decision to pursue legal independence. The law stated that ongoing legal matters restricted what he could discuss publicly, but not what he planned to disclose in writing. He went further, alleging that attempts were made to silence him, comparing those efforts to tactics referenced in other high-profile industry cases. As Diddy now faces serious legal consequences, public attention has widened beyond him alone. Many people are re-examining the roles of those who remained close to him for years, and Jada Pinkett Smith's name continues to surface in these discussions. According to Gene Deal, one reason her name remains prominent is speculation that Will and Jada may appear in recordings connected to Diddy's private gatherings.
That's being shopped around, a Diddy and another male. They say the other male is an A-list celebrity.
I would wonder if he's white or black. And if I'm looking at any black guys that are A-listers that's bigger than Diddy, there's only one that I could come up with. And there's a few I could come up with. Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black that are black actors or black in the business that's an A-lister that's bigger than Diddy, that's black? That's hard to think. But then if you got the A-listers, you know, you got to realize he ran with that black, that Rat Pack. And I don't want to even say their names, but they said I got their names wrong last time. What's his name? Kushner? What's the other guy? Leonardo? Yeah, his name. Man, I don't keep up with these cats. But I heard that that's not only the tape that's being shot. There's some other tapes out there, other people too with him. And him doing some things with some other people. So it's quite a few tapes that might be out there, what they're hearing. And I don't want to see the tapes, but I want to know if they really true. Because if they got if they got some tapes out there and it's with some underage, whether it's celebrities or not, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be real crazy.
Gene emphasized that Will and Jada were not peripheral figures. For years, they operated within the same elite social circles, attending the same private gatherings and moving through industry spaces where, according to multiple insiders, certain activities took place that never became public.
Do you believe the guy in the tape is white?
If he's bigger than Diddy, and he's not none of the names that I said, probably so. But then they say he was young too.
Yeah, they say he was young.
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber. I hope it's not the Bieber.
That's a good one. It might be him. But if they saying that the guy is young and he's an A-lister, I can't think of that many black people, man.
Right, not at all. And somebody that's more powerful, more of a celebrity than Diddy, you understand what I'm saying? If they were saying somebody that was more celebrity than Diddy and he was an A-lister and he was younger, you know what I'm saying? And if he's not black, it would have to be the Bieber. That's his name, Bieber? They said I got that wrong too, Justin Bieber.
When the conversation turned to whether individuals outside of hip-hop were involved, Gene noted that this aligned with his observations, highlighting that Diddy maintained strong connections with powerful figures throughout Hollywood. Reports that Justin Bieber, Will Smith, and Diddy reportedly crossed paths in private industry settings have only heightened concern among commentators. This is where Jaguar Wright's allegations become central. She has long maintained that Jada's influence over Will did not occur in isolation. According to Jaguar, Jada was embedded within the same power structures that protected Diddy, where behavior that would shock the general public was normalized behind closed doors. Addressing the Chris Rock incident, Jaguar claimed that Will initially reacted like many others, laughing at the joke.
No, something didn't make him snap anything. He laughed at that bad joke that Chris said like everybody else. And then Jada looked at him and it was like the Manchurian Candidate.
Not the Manchurian. Not the Manchurian, God damn it.
No! That's what the happened.
I thought there's a legion of women who said, I'm glad for Will fighting for his woman.
Yeah, because they still want to believe that that sham of a marriage is real.
Oh. Well, there you go.
He ain't never gonna be Tupac, and she proved it when she all gets out.
She stated that what changed the moment was Jada's reaction. Throughout her commentary, Jaguar repeatedly emphasizes the same point, elite environments operate under different rules. She describes spaces where powerful figures are shielded from scrutiny, where Jada moved with ease, and where behavior that would alarm ordinary families is reframed as personal growth or self-expression.
Then there was the moment on social media. She was 13 with a 22-year-old man in her bed.
All that.
It's no big deal. They were just hanging out. I got 3 questions to ask about that.
1.
13, 22. Appropriate or inappropriate?
Inappropriate.
Alone, appropriate or inappropriate?
Inappropriate.
In your child's room, appropriate or inappropriate?
Definitely inappropriate.
Part B to that. In your child's room with the door closed, in the bed, half-dressed.
Grab the shotgun.
On social media.
Hell no.
Who took that picture? That's
Who did?
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
We cutting off our hair.
Red flags.
We laid up with old niggas.
Yeah.
That's an old. When she was born, he was probably already trying to rub one out at the park.
Oh, man.
Think about the difference in that.
The imagery.
She's 13.
Okay.
She might have a period. Might. Breasts not fully formed. Pubescent. Hair not grown all the way in.
Man.
And this thing go to a bar and buy a beer and get a drunk in the backseat of his car and leave her out there with $20 to say, hope you make it home. Like,
the imagery.
Just that could be his Saturday night in LA.
So.
And he's up in your daughter's bed.
Yeah.
With his shirt off and shit. Frolicking.
You call it art.
On social. Frolicking. On social media. Mean. Somebody should have kicked the door in and beat that fucking ass.
What intensifies these claims, according to Jaguar, is that the alleged harm was not confined to the Smith children alone. She argues that Will Smith has not fully addressed his responsibility toward the young people who were reportedly affected while under his influence and protection.
As far as Will Smith is concerned, until he does right by all of those children that were harmed and corrupted while in his care, children that grew up to be men, boys like Bashir Gray, August Alsina, your own son. Like, your own son. Do people forget about that voice clip that I played from Brother Belial?
Hey.
Has anybody seen Belial?
Come on.
I asked him, didn't I ask for him last year? Where's Belial? Is he missing with Cuba? Have they all moved to Bali with Russell Simmons and Kevin Love?
Jaguar then highlights what she describes as patterns. She points to young men connected to Will Smith who appeared to undergo drastic personality changes over time. She references recorded moments, public conflicts, emotional instability, and erratic behavior. In her view, these are not isolated incidents, but potential indicators of deeper emotional harm. She expressed particular concern for Briar Gray.
You want to know the thing that bothers me most about Bashir Gray? I actually think he's doing all of this so they'll take him back in the club. And they're not. They're gonna keep gaslighting you and playing with you, promising you one thing or another. Not now, not now. Just next year is gonna be your time. You know, you need to get yourself out there. You need to.
Jack, I have a question. So, we speak about, you know, you dealing with the
What happened to
Illuminati
Bashir
and having
Gray
tides and things
should
like
have
that
all
and
of
denouncing
America
it. Can you tell me
outrage?
one
They
of the
watched
things
that kid
that they
become a
that they
star,
promised you that
and
would
now
happen?
they're watching him become a fallen one, like a comet speeding. How long before he decides it's time to cash out now? How long? Because the one thing I will say is this. Anything happens to that young man, it better not nobody say a word to me. For years, I've been yelling. Salute to Moran Morelli. He actually talked about it the other day. Talked about how troubling. And, you know, the one reason that I can appreciate Murad's commentary is because he's also an SA survivor. So he's a young man who went through these things. He knows what the signs look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can see.
Stating that she believes he continues to seek validation from the same system that may have caused damage, Jaguar claims she attempted to intervene personally, encouraging distance from harmful influences and advocating for safer paths. She says those efforts were blocked by individuals prioritizing image and financial interests over well-being. She consistently returns to the same conclusion: this did not happen by chance.
Feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Okay.
I really hope none of that baby oil was used on those kids. That would just be in bad taste. Baby oil on babies.
You can't say that the flavor camp was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. You just come on. Come on.
Starting to sound that way, ain't it?
No.
All that talent, and they and she let Charlie tune that boy up on coke, knowing that he was bipolar and had ADHD. What kind of mother would do that to her son? Turn him into a so you could pretend to be something more than what you are, which is nothing more than a Philly whore. You're a bigger whore than they're making your son out to be, that's for sure. Because he didn't have no choice. You was down by all. I'm sorry. The Bashir conversation for me is not easy. Because I came to Belial and I asked Belial to help me save the kids, and all he was worried about was his book.
In Jaguar's account, Diddy was not operating alone. She describes a network of enablers that included parents, executives, mentors, and celebrity families who facilitated access, ignored warning signs, and normalized harmful environments. From her perspective, Jada and Will Smith were not passive observers. They were trusted insiders. Now that Diddy's alleged activities are under intense scrutiny, Jaguar believes the spotlight is finally shifting toward those who enabled him, protected him, and allowed vulnerable young talent into his orbit. She raises a critical question. Do you think figures like Briar Gray and Jaden Smith will ever see justice? Let us know in the comments.